Hey everyone, Trevor here. So Clifford the Big Red Dog has been released and it's literally just Okja. Okay, hear me out. So I wasn't initially planning on making a video for Clifford the Big Red Dog. I mean, come on. So this will be a bit shorter of a video, but I did watch the film and it's about what you'd expect. It's a traditional family comedy that feels straight out of the early 2000s. I'll touch briefly on the film as a whole before I get into the comparison. The movie was fun enough. Darby Camp, famed star of the Christmas Chronicles, did a pretty decent job actually, and Jack Whitehall is doing an atrocious American accent. It's sweet, it's fun, there's a big dog. Its themes are, you guessed it, acceptance. Acceptance is a great theme to touch on. It's unfortunately still relevant, but that's not the only thing family films can touch on now, which is just getting so repetitive. So, anyways, we have to go back to the standard kid gets bullied, realizes it's okay to be different routine, which was still sweet and cute, but nothing new. This would have crushed in 2003. It's not 2003. Okay, so now the reason why you're all here. Clifford the Big Red Dog is Okja. Here's why. If you're familiar with Okja, cool. If you're unfamiliar, here's the plot. For 10 idyllic years, young Mija has been caretaker and constant companion to Okja, a massive animal and an even bigger friend, at her home in the mountains of South Korea, but that changes when family-owned multinational conglomerate Miranda Corporation takes Okja for themselves as part of their plan to use large animals as a sustainable food source and transport her to New York, where an image-obsessed and self-promoting CEO has big plans for Mija's dearest friend. With no particular plan, but single-minded in intent, Mija sets out on a rescue mission. Okay, so then here's Clifford the Big Red Dog. When Emily Elizabeth meets a magical animal rescuer who gives her a little red puppy, she never anticipated waking up to find a giant 10-foot hound in her small New York City apartment. With her single mother away on business, Emily and her fun but impulsive uncle set out on an adventure that takes a bite out of the Big Apple. However, when life grows, a company looking to create large animals to produce more food finds Clifford. Emily, Elizabeth, and Clifford must go on the run to keep Clifford from becoming a scientific experiment. The Clifford also has a CEO who's like very self-obsessed. There's a lot. Like, do you see the connection? Girl comes into possession of big animal. Company using large animals to create a sustainable food system, claiming they own big animal, whether they do or not, comes to try and take said big animal. Girl goes on journey with big animal to try and run away with community built along the way, helping. Spoilers, girl gets away with the animal. Also, they both take place in New York. Is Okja a little darker? Yes. I personally believe that Okja is a perfect family film. It's also directed by Bong Joon-ho, director of Parasite. It's a great movie. It's fun. It tackles a deeper and darker subject matter that can go over the heads of kids but keep adults entertained. It's a perfect family film. Clifford the Big Red Dog is just the fun. It's not necessarily a bad thing. The film was just going for something a little lighter, but the lack of anything beyond surface level substance made the film boring for me, even through some of the charm it presented. Overall, I thought Clifford the Big Red Dog was serviceable, but not anything special. Go watch Okja, the same movie, but better instead. 4 out of 10. Thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing for more movie reviews.